Greetings. If you're watching this video, you probably looked at your FY 2020 budget and said, where did all the money go? In this video, I'm going to explain in broad strokes how we ended up in our current funding situation. I'm going to explain how funding in the Chaplain Corps worked before Air Force Installation and Mission Support Center took over centrally managing the funding of the Chaplain Corps, and now how it's actually being run through AFIMSC. I'm going to avoid technical jargon because it just confuses everybody, and the only folks who understand it are us, and even then we get them confused. We're going to take a MAGCOM view of funding. Names have been removed to protect the innocent. We're only using 5 MAGCOMs. We're going to use 2 colors of blocks to represent funding. Each block will represent $50,000 no matter the size of the block. Blue will represent budgeted money for the Chaplain Corps. Red is money that the MAGCOM commander has taken from other functions within their command and given to the Chaplain Corps. So here we have FY19 distribution of Chaplain Corps funds. First MAGCOM has 3 blocks or $150,000. This MAGCOM commander recognizes that their chapels don't have enough money to execute the mission, so they supplement them an additional $50,000. Second MAGCOM has $400,000. The third MAGCOM has $850,000, and their MAGCOM commander gives them an additional $100,000. The fourth MAGCOM has $1 million and still receives an additional $100,000 because they know their chapels need it. The fifth MAGCOMs have $450,000 and are good. So the year ends, and these 3 MAGCOMs that received funding from their MAGCOM commander fully executed all of their funding. So they've spent all of their money. MAGCOMs 2 and 5 ended up leaving money on the table. MAGCOM 2 left $50,000, and MAGCOM 5 ended up leaving $150,000, which went to other functions within their bases at the base level that were then used during the unfunded drills used by CE or maintenance or Force Support Squadron, which I'm sure they appreciated very much. And then that money is spent. But the Chaplain Corps ended up leaving $150,000 on the table. So we reset, we go to fiscal year 2020. So this is fiscal year 2020. And funding is now flowing through AFIMSC. The Chaplain Corps funds that were budgeted for in fiscal year 20 are roughly the same amount as they were in fiscal year 19. So we'll use the same numbers, and this year AFIMSC distributed back into each MAGCOM the amount that it was budgeted for that specific MAGCOM. So MAGCOM 1, $150, MAGCOM 2, $400, 3, $850, 4, $1 million, 5, $450. One distinct difference is that for fiscal year 20, MAGCOM commanders will not be helping out their chapels as they did in the last year. And say spending is the same as fiscal year 19. So MAGCOMs 1, 3, and 5, we're going to spend all of their money. Before the end of the fiscal year, AFIMSC, communicating with the wings, understood that MAGCOM 5 and 2 actually have money that they're not going to be able to spend. So what they do before the end of the fiscal year is they can redistribute chaplain funds within the MAGCOMs, which before was not done. So we can have MAGCOM 5 give $50,000 to 4 and $50,000 to 3. And MAGCOM 2 can give $50,000 to 1. For those that are counting, there's still 2 blocks short, or $100,000, that the Chaplain Corps couldn't take care of within its own organizations. The bases at those specific locations are now postured to fight for unfundeds at the local level and maybe beat out CE Maintenance and FSS that got money the year before, probably from the Chaplain Corps. Yes, there's not enough money within the Chaplain Corps budget to fund the way we've been spending in the past. But this way ensures that all Chaplain Corps money is spent within the Chaplain Corps. So the Chaplain Corps never turned any money in, which means we showed that we needed to spend more money. There are plans in place to manage the scarcity of funds, but within the overall budget of the Chaplain Corps, until that's increased, all wing chapels will feel the shortage. But what is life without suffering? To increase overall budgeting for the Chaplain Corps, we must first spend all of our money without giving any back at the end of the year. So what can you do at the wing to help right-size the Chaplain Corps budget? Be an active participant in the budgeting and spending of your funding.